An estimated 400 Sikh families live in San Diego County. Here to talk about the Sikh religion and the impact of the Wisconsin shooting on the community is Sikh Foundation San Diego Vice President Gurinder Singh and Director of Operations Amardeep Singh. Thank you both for being here. Amardeep, there's a few families in San Diego that have ties to some of the victims in Wisconsin.
That is correct. The priest at the temple, or the Gurdwara that we have in Poway, he was actually childhood friends with two of the priests that unfortunately were shot and killed in the tragedy that took place on Sunday. And we also heard in Escondido there were some families that were actually, there was one family that had relations with one of the people that was also injured.
Brings it home a little bit. Gurinder, have you taken any extra security measures, or have there been in the community and or at the houses of worship in light of the shootings?
We have not changed anything. We've been part of the San Diego community for a very long time, and we feel secure here. You know, and the Sikh faith itself is open to all. Our Gurdwara, our main is always open. He has 4 doors. Is open to everybody. So we can't say, "Oh, we're going to close down to anybody." So it's more about educating people and letting them know about us. And once they find out about us, you know, that will change, and we need to educate. And that's what we are hoping that we can do and reach out to the community. And we got so many nice responses from people on the street and even from our interfaith friends that it's just been wonderful, and we feel safe and secure.
Okay, and you feel safe and secure now. What about, there have been hate crimes in the past. Can you briefly tell me, do you feel like there is an increased incidence in hate crimes?
So if you look at statistics, yes, for Sikhs, you know, since 9/11 it has changed, and you know, people look at anybody who looks different, they kind of all of a sudden become defensive. So we got to change that by perception that, hey, we are all Americans, we are all part of this country, and I'm as American as anybody else. I just happen to look different, and I practice a different belief. So my belief system actually aligns so much with American values that Sikhism is so close to American values. We believe in equality. Everybody is the same. So, you know, we look forward to, educating everybody about that, and, you know, hopefully they'll change the perception.
Amardeep, there's been some confusion between people looking at Sikhs, Muslims, Islam. Why do you think that is?
It's a shame, really, that there is this confusion. I think it obviously stems from some of the beliefs that people have said, the incidents at 9/11 and things like that have been attributed to other faiths. But I mean, you know, a hate crime is a hate crime. You have many people of, you know, the other religions, Muslim religion and Sikh religions, that practice religion, that practice the religion, and we're all in this together. So in order to build a better America, in order to keep, staying on the beliefs of what this country was founded on, we all need to find a way to live together and come with this.
I want to ask you, the turbans, tell me the significance of that, and do you think that makes you more of a target?
I think it does. It makes people kind of take a step back first before they actually come out and talk to us. But it's simply an identity that was given to us by our 10th Guru. One of the founding beliefs of our system is that we share with others. So, and that's sharing not just, in terms of a financial sense, that somebody may not be as fortunate as you and need your help, but time, help in other things that may be needed. So it provides us with an identity where we do stand out, so we can't shirk from our responsibilities. So if you go down the street and you happen to see a gentleman with a turban, his beard may be free-flowing, it may be tied up, you know straight away that that's a Sikh person, so therefore he's supposed to be honest and have integrity, and he's going to help me out wherever in my time of need.
Okay. So. Before we go, I want to ask very quickly if you can just tell me about, Gurinder, tell me about the memorial tonight.
So the memorial is going to be at 7:30 in the Gurdwara in Poway. So you can go to our website, www.sdsikhs.org, and you can find information there. But we'll have...
That'll be Wednesday night, correct?
Wednesday
night, yes, okay. Wednesday night, tomorrow night.
All right. Well, we can send people there and they can find out more
absolutely.
about it.
There'll be a candlelit vigil from 7:30 to 8. The main service will still take place between 6:15 to 7:30, so you're more than welcome to have people show up anytime they like, and there'll be refreshments. And at the end of the vigil, there will be a vegetarian community dinner that we all share in, and we'd love to have everybody come out for that.
Okay, Amardeep and Gurinder Singh, thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for having us.